Hey Sharyna, this is AJ Lambert. I don't know if you remember me. I was the youth minister at New Seasons for a little while, a couple years ago. I just wanted to send you this video because I noticed that you have a website up for your business, and I actually currently work in helping local businesses generate more leads and more clients through online marketing and promotional product marketing. So I wanted to send you this video to kind of talk to you about a few things that I think could help you boost your traffic flow through your website, as well as ways that we can work together to kind of make sure that you're seen all over the place, right? So Google, right? Lots of people use Google to search for things every day. Like just think about the number of things that we search for when we're out and about. You look for restaurants that are near you. You look for like different kind of shops. So let's go ahead and type in. Let's do business attorney, San Diego, right? San Diego. Still can't spell. So when people type in something, right, the first thing that pops up in Google is going to be this, and we call this the Google Map Pack, right? And you want to make sure that you end up in this space, and we'll talk about why later. This is super important, okay? But then this underneath it is called the organic listings, and this is also another great space to be because people, they don't always click on these businesses here. Sometimes they'll scroll down to see what other options there are on the page. So you want to make sure that you're in one or two, really both of these spots, to make sure that you get the most visibility and the most traffic, right? So I noticed the reason I chose business law was because I noticed that is one of the types of law that you practice. Another type of law that I noticed you practice is immigration law. So if you come over here, you can see, again, you've got your Google Map Pack and your organic listings. And it's important to note that some of these guys that are up here are also up here, right, on the page one. And so their visibility is part of the reason that they get seen online, right? But the other reason that they get seen, we're going to go over here to these guys, Feldman and Feldman and Associates, to see exactly what it is that makes their website that makes Google like their website, I should say. So first thing you notice is that there's content, right? Lots of content. And not just anything. It's all specific to either who they are as a law group, or it speaks to different areas and practices of law. So they're targeting keywords that people are using to search for law and for lawyers, right? So like when we searched, we put in up here, immigration lawyer San Diego, or in the other search we chose business attorney San Diego. These keywords right here are words that we need to make sure that we have in our website so that people can find us. So these guys did a good job. They had a lot of content that that basically meets those keywords, or that matches those keywords, right? We're just going to go into another page. Notice how they have a lot of different choices there. And you can see again that this is one of the services that they offer, is helping people get an EB-5 investor visa. And they go into great detail about like what it is, how to get one, places where you can handle this process. And so we want to make sure that we at least have the same quality of content. We don't need to have obviously all of these pages, but we want to make sure that we have enough content that Google can find us, right? So we're over here on your page. And what we see immediately is that we need to add more content, right? So there needs to be more discussion about your law services that you provide. We need to talk about, like, you can talk about how long you've been practicing law, the different types of law, just quick little snippets down here. And you want to make sure that you take this number right here and that you make it a click to call. We'll get back to that in a second. But you want to fill out this page with content to make sure that Google and the people that come to your website know what it is that you do. So what we want to do then also, we come over here to your drop-down menu. Notice that you have estate planning here. So under estate planning, you have wills, trusts, advanced healthcare directive. What we want to do is we want to take each of these and we want to turn them into a separate page. And what that's going to do is that's going to give more content for Google to read through to determine whether or not your business is an authoritative website that it can trust to show people when they come over here and they search immigration law, or when they search business law, or when they search estate planning. When Google has enough information to read through and enough authoritative information to read through with the right keywords, it's going to put you up here. It's going to rank you up here into the top pages. And so we want to make sure that we come through and that we fill all these out as separate pages, right? And then I want to show you a little bit more, right? So like I was saying, content, right? This is a website that I built for a company in Savannah, Georgia, for pet sitting, right? So I took the time to go through and talk about and describe pet sitting, the different services that they offer, put lots of nice pictures in here because that's also important for people that are coming to your website, so it's not just a plain page. And I have click to call phone numbers both at the bottom and the top of the page, as well as here in the corner. Now, you don't necessarily need those in all of those spots, but we do want to make sure that people can contact you easily. We want to make it as simple as possible for people to get to your website and then contact you. That's going to help with bringing in new clients and help bring in more flow, right? Helps you help them, and also it helps you pay the bills because, I mean, that's another part of the reason why we do what we do, right? We have to pay the bills. So I want to pop over here and show you a couple of stats. Oop, wrong one. That's not the one I wanted. Excuse me. This is what I wanted. I actually pulled this down from the National Law Review. I wanted to show you a couple of statistics, right? So 96% of people seeking legal advice use a search engine. And this is a little bit old, so it's probably even more now. And 38% of people that are searching are using the internet to find an attorney when they're looking for one. Word of mouth is the other big way that people find attorneys, but the internet is quickly becoming, obviously, nearly 40% of people who are searching for an attorney use the internet. And to me, that's just crazy, right? Like, that number is just expanding and exploding so fast. So we want to make sure that we have a presence online. The other two things I want you to see here are this, that 85% of people use online maps to find legal service locations, which we'll go back to that in just a second. But 71% of people looking for a lawyer think it's important to have a local attorney. That's huge, man. And that's awesome for you, right? Because you're a local attorney. And so people are looking for someone who they can trust, who's local to their neighborhood, right? So come back over here to this Google Map Packs. Like it said before, you know, what was the number again? Let me just jump back over. 85%. Wow. So 85% of people that are looking for an attorney are looking for it right here. So that's why it's important that we build out what this is called a Google My Business account, and that we optimize it completely with photos and a bunch of other information to make sure that we get up here. And we're going to target words like immigration attorney. We're going to target being like over here. We'll target business attorney as well as some other important words, and we'll do some research on what's going to search best. But we want to make sure that we get you seen up here because 85% of people that are looking for an attorney are looking right here in this space. And so we want to make sure that you're there so that people can find you so that you can help them, right? So I'm going to leave my contact information at with this video when I send it to you. So go ahead and email me and or call me. I'll give you both options so that we can talk about some ways to kind of go ahead and move forward with that, because I really want to help you develop your online presence. And I know that that's, you know, stuff that's hard to do, especially when you're actually trying to take the time to take care of your actual clients. So I'd like to help you get that built out, and we can talk about ways that I can do the hard work of actually building out the online presence while you do the important work of connecting with your clients. So like I said, go ahead and email me or give me a call so that we can get talking about this and get this rolling.